Welcome all. I fucked that up. I already fucked up, guys. I already fucked up. You got to fire me.
Welcome all. Welcome one.
Welcome one. Welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AV. Right next to me on the couch, I have my wonderful co-host and executive producer.
It is, and it's Jordan. And when I die, bury me at West Oaks Mall.
Damn.
That's a grimy ass mall. All right. Next to him, I have my wonderful co-host.
It's Omar, and when I die, chop me up and put me in the Wendy's chili.
Put me in the Wendy's
It's not
chili.
far off what is actually in there.
Yeah, the fingers and shit. Remember that?
Now I feel like I have to say one.
All right. Go ahead.
Shoot me into space.
Damn, that's a fun
You know,
one.
I think there's like, you guys ever see Futurama? There's an episode where this guy, there's like a cemetery in space.
You think that's what it'll be like when we run out of space on the planet? We're just like, well, we got to move.
Yeah.
This planet has 4 moons. Let's make one of them.
Let's just make one of the moons the
There you
fucking, or just make the actual moon just the cemetery.
Yeah, the moon is one of them is like a Disneyland, and then this way we have space to build cities and shit.
So I mean, I know we're probably retreading ground that lots of people have retreaded, but I mean, do you guys think we've been there? Have you been to the moon?
Did we actually go?
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, it's right there. I feel
Yeah,
like
sure.
we went.
I don't honestly. I never like looked up the video. I don't know enough about it, but I would imagine yeah. I don't think they lied.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the
because-
thing about conspiracy theories. Is like, why? What's the point in the lie?
Exact. Well, I mean, the lie would be that like we got there first and like
Before
like bragging
Russia.
rights.
Yeah, that's the one that's like we're more advanced than Russia, so we got there before Russia, showing them we had better technology. That's like the Cold War like side of the conspiracy. I think we went too. I think we actually went.
Yeah, I don't
But
see
that's
why we
what-
wouldn't have.
Just playing devil's advocate. That's what the other side of the coin thinks.
2 points. If we didn't go, no one went.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with
The
that.
second point is look at us and look at Russia and think who was actually more advanced.
Yeah, Russia's just shooting up like goats up there.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. They're shaving
We're going to
monkeys,
figure it out.
shaving monkeys' heads and sending them up there.
You know, toss them in a fucking astronaut suit. I mean, but you know what's weird though? Why haven't we gone back?
No,
We go a lot.
We went
We go
back
to the
a
moon
few
a lot?
times.
Yeah.
No,
We go to the space station though. We never go to the moon.
Recently,
right?
we haven't been going, but we went back. So we went, and then we went a few more times, and we were like, "There's nothing up here," so we stopped going.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine there's not shit up there. It would have been really cool if they came back like, look at this amazing gem we found, or like, look at this like microbacteria.
They just
species
found
that we
nothing.
They found nothing.
There's just
but
nothing in there.
rocks.
Like this place, it's just a fucking floating rock.
What the fuck is on there? Like iron and shit? Like all kinds of different sediments?
Hella craters.
Yeah, there's just craters.
hella craters.
I think it's just rocks. I don't know what kind of rocks. I couldn't tell you. I don't think it's iron. If it was iron, they would have been extracting that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, iron is.
I think it's like completely like useless. Like it's just bullshit. You can't do anything with it.
You know what I read?
No, it's
3
cheese.
weeks ago.
You're
It's
saying-
cheese. Don't be stupid, dude. It's Parmesan. I know Parmesan when I see it, and I know Swiss when I see it.
Everybody, bring your graders.
Everybody, bring your graters. Fill your pockets with cheese as much as you can. Take it back home to your families. But I was reading some story about how there's like some asteroid that apparently has a bunch of gold on it, and they were gonna try to catch it, like, and don't look up.
Oh my
Trying to go with
god.
like a big net, just trying to catch it.
They were trying to figure out how, like, when this thing is passing, if they can somehow grab it, or like extract things off the asteroid somehow.
Or send something to like blow it up. That way gold rains down somewhere.
Oh, dude,
That'd
starts
be
killing
wild.
everybody.
Yeah.
Starts landing in people's houses and shit.
Oh my god.
They would just go in there and colonize whatever it landed.
Dude, that would
that's a good segue, man.
That's a movie.
Have you guys been seeing these fucking videos online or like just sentiment online towards white people and people calling them colonizers? I think that shit's so fucking hilarious.
It
Oh,
is funny, yeah.
That's hella funny.
It's really funny.
and like it could be just like a 17-year-old girl who just got out of Claire's or something. But hey, man, your ancestors, dude.
Bro, somebody's got to answer for it.
Should have told them to behave. Yeah, somebody's got to answer for it. I'm pissed. I need someone to get pissed about. It's you.
That reminds me of the Atlanta episode where those black people are going around, and it's like modern day, and they're asking like they're basically there's a law passed that you can sue people for reparations.
Yeah,
if your
or
family
use that
members
type
own
of job and shit.
slaves, and then they're
It's like a horror movie.
Yeah, it's like a horror movie. They were going up to dudes filming them. They're like, "Yo, ancestors own slaves,
But
you
then, man,
bastard."
it's strange because it's like, I don't know, like how should reparations go about like being solved? You know what I mean?
I don't
Because I
know,
can see
man.
how on one side they're like, well, I mean, that was my ancestors. I didn't have anything to do with that. But then on the flip, they also made a lot of money,
And you have the
and then
benefits
they pass
of
that money down.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like, there's people like fucking. Who was like Matt Damon? There was
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
What,
Yeah,
he's-
not even close.
Oh, his family
Matt
owned
Damon's
slaves?
His family owned slaves,
Oh
and
man,
So I think he came from money.
with that last name, You know he played a slave owner in a movie too. That's
yeah. He was
look.
a 12-year slave.
Bad look.
Benedict,
Bad look.
what do you think, brother? Yeah.
I forgot.
And maybe he didn't. He maybe honestly he didn't know.
Maybe he didn't know.
No,
Maybe
he
he just
knew.
found out.
You think he knew?
He knew. They
He's
knew.
trying to keep it a secret.
And he would still fucking take that role.
Yes, he's a wild guy.
You know
bro.
what's funny about high-level celebrities? They probably go through a point where they're like, all right, I've passed into the point of superstardom. Like, I am a superstar.
I can do whatever I want.
But I got to hire a team to make sure that I didn't fuck around or, like, didn't come from slavery, like, from slave-owning families, or, like, I didn't get I didn't put something on MySpace a long-ass time ago. They probably have to do a fucking deep scrub, and someone probably found out that he came from, like, a family of slaves, and then they fucking slave owners, and they
Dig up your ancestor. Like,
tossed it on Twitter, and it spread around.
your like ancestral line, and they just
Yeah.
figured out like his fucking uncle owned slaves.
I think
you know his ass
people
didn't say that
knew
willingly.
because the last name was like popular in like some country. I forgot where it was.
Like,
But he's like British and shit, so everybody out there is damn near a colonizer. They're the kings of colonizing.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're the direct descendants of the
yeah.
colonizers.
I can't believe seeing them now, their country and how they're doing. I cannot believe those people almost took over the world at one point. Like I cannot believe it. Like
And
I'm
their
just
country
like,
is so small.
Yeah.
it's not
tiny.
It's small
and dense and dirty
inbred as fuck.
and bread as fuck.
It's like I'm just so surprised.
all tracksuits,
All tracksuits,
all
No
fucking
guns.
Like, if
beans
you
and
had-
sausage.
Like if you had told me that China controlled an empire like that, I would have believed it.
Yeah.
Because China was like they've always been on the cutting edge of shit throughout entire history. They made gunpowder, they made paper, they made all kinds of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like England, nah,
Bro.
they
they
were
ain't
just
it.
in a good place at a good time. You know, they had a lot of money and a lot of people didn't, and they just took advantage.
Yeah,
and
they had
fucking-
boats and shit.
They had boats and shit. Yeah, they just had a head start on everybody, kind of.
Man, imagine like back then the first boats that could travel like long distances.
Mm-hmm.
You would get on that bitch not knowing if you're gonna make it
Yeah.
back or if you're gonna make it to your destination.
And you'd be on that bitch for months.
Yeah, months.
That's crazy, bro.
But, what do people get when they're? What is scurvy? That's when you don't have vitamin C.
I think so.
Yeah.
People
Your
would get
teeth,
scurvy. Yes, I
gums.
think it is.
And it'd be like
C.
sunburnt and shit. And
Yeah,
like,
they'd be sunburnt as
oh
fuck.
my
That's true. There's no
God.
shade on a ship.
Yeah, there's
No.
no, there's
There
no,
can't
there's
be
no
any
shade.
shade.
There's no produce. How the fuck do you keep produce good? That's
got
that's
just like-
the vitamin C.
Yeah.
So scurvy is lack of vitamin C.
So all
If I
they're eating
remember
is
right.
just rice and like the lambs that they brought.
Yeah,
Like, the
bread.
goats they brought.
Oh
and
my!
shit.
Anything
Yeah.
you could heat up, probably. Well, not
Pretty
even
much.
because you're on a
You,
fucking
you
boat.
got, you ain't got no microwave up there.
Yeah, all you can
No,
make
I'm
is
saying we can fire. You
microwave.
can make a fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can make. I mean, you can make
Can you
rice
make
and
you can make
beans
fire
and
on a
shit.
ship. I'm an idiot. Yeah, of course you can.
Hella rice
But
and just.
you got to think about like this too. Rice and beans, those take up weight on
Yeah,
the
that's
ship.
true.
And what also takes up weight, the luggages, and then also like if they want to travel with gold and shit, all that takes up weight.
Then you want
So
to make a fire, you got to bring wood.
Yes,
There's tiny
that's a-
luggages on a boat, just fucking sliding around.
right? Imagine just fucking sliding around. Somebody below deck is just dying because of their fucking
I
scurvy.
need to get my handkerchief from there. Have you seen my luggage?
Have you seen my luggage?
Have you seen my luggage?
I don't know why we're making them sound fancy because the ones going over there were not.
Have you
They
seen
were-
my luggage?
yeah, they were a bunch of brokies, bro.
Got a picture of my old lady in there.
Yeah, man, they left looking for a better life, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that
dude.
is true.
It's crazy to me how they even got anywhere. How they didn't just end up doing
They-
circles.
bro.
around
I know, dude.
because like wait, it's one thing to go straight. You know what I mean? Like if I was to pick a place and look at a compass once and be like, it's this direction, just keep
Yeah.
walking that direction, I have a much better chance. The waves are like pushing them around and shit.
Yes, bro.
So they better be real good at reading those stars.
You gotta be good at that shit. Then you gotta be able to dodge pirates. You gotta dodge a lot of shit
Yo,
out there,
getting
bro.
rolled up on by another ship. It's gonna be so scary.
Ready to blow you away.
Yeah.
Ready
A
to
ship
board
that-
your ass.
And you can see them from a mile away. And
Lads, they're fucking coming.
Oh, dude, if you're a woman,
Stormball.
forget
Oh,
about
you're
it.
a woman, bro.
Those pirates are gonna run through your
we'll
ass.
let you go, but we need the woman.
We need the
Give us
woman.
Just a
we need
woman.
to, we need
They
to
just
create
bring
pirate
those bargaining
babies.
Ships.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it has to be real bad for a woman on one of those ships. Like all those
Oh,
fucking.
God.
It's like jail, bro. So a bunch of horny sailors.
Oh yeah, and they
in
probably
a time where there's no consequences.
and they probably
None.
like have them relegated to doing all of like the cleaning work and like
Yeah.
cooking and all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it had to have been rough being a woman back then. Had to have been rough being a lot of people that weren't white people.
Rich.
weren't
Yeah,
white dudes.
a lot of people that weren't white dudes, and even then, if you weren't the rich white dudes,
They didn't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh, you were treated like the poor were probably looked at. The poor whites were probably looked at even worse by the rich whites than
Yeah,
like
because in their
other
eyes,
people.
you should be like me.
Yeah, exactly. You should be owning land.
Yeah.
Who's your father?
Why you eating only corn? Yeah, man, that's an awful time to be alive, bro. Like, it seems like it might be fun in the fucking gangster
Hell
movies.
nah.
Dirty as fuck. Horse doo-doo everywhere.
Agree. 100% agree. I think now is 100% the best time to be around.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time right now.
We have Netflix. We have fucking porn. We have everything. You know what I mean?
I wish I was around in the 80s.
The 80s?
Yeah.
The 80s was a good time. People seem to be pretty happy.
War.
I've heard the 90s was awesome.
Yeah.
90s. Yeah, if
90s
we would have been
was
born
great.
like in 1990, that would have been pretty cool.
If we were born like 88, and so
Yeah.
you could be like really like alive during the 90s, you would
Oh,
see
that would've been
everything
awesome.
explode.
That would've been
Bro,
so cool.
your president is getting topped off in the Oval Office.
That's the coolest shit I've ever heard.
that's-
Imagine being
wild.
at an age where you understand what that means and you can chit chat with your friends.
You're like, yo, the fucking president.
That's crazy.
Imagine starting a podcast back then.
Oh god.
I feel like what you would have needed, like now we just have this, like for those who don't know, we just have this nice, neat little box that we record off of, and it could store so much shit.
Dog.
Back then, they probably would have needed like so much equipment to be
You
able
would
to
need
fucking record.
A studio.
Yeah,
a
you'd-
big ass
legit.
studio.
For real, you would need like a full-on wall, like
Because they don't make shit. They don't have shit like this. That's this small. Like you would
Yeah.
need like plugins and like a
Cassettes?
bunch of you would need
Or
sets
they had
probably.
CDs.
size
by
of a
then.
mini fridge and shit.
A big ass camera, probably like a digital video
That's true.
camera.
There was no small cameras. Yeah, you only had big old cameras.
Yeah, the midgets are probably dying like real quick too.
Exactly.
It probably would have been only audio. Why didn't podcasts exist back then? They must have, right? Like radio. I mean, radio stations in a way. Were
And
kind
the
of
radio was
podcasts.
the godfather of it. Like,
Yeah.
like people like Howard Stern were basically doing podcasts.
That's true. Howard Stern. Yeah,
Hey,
like
where was
that
you
talk
can't?
show. Those
There's
were
nowhere to
long
really
ones.
like host a podcast, like to like have it live. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's true. The
Yeah,
internet
yeah.
wasn't ready to host.
It would have to be just the radio.
it was radio.
The
yeah.
internet
Where
didn't
else
even
you
have
put-
music for a long time.
They should have like a podcast station.
Just
Just
NPR.
podcasts, yeah. I wonder, like, you know, if you can go back and change time. If I would went back and like, trust me, guys, the idea of a podcast is
It's gonna be
amazing.
crazy.
Fucking do it, bro.
It's gonna be insane. Everybody has to do it.
Everybody's gonna want to do it.
Also,
trust
there's
me.
going to be this guy named Elon Musk. Don't trust him. He's a scammer.
He's gonna ruin a company called Twitter.
He's gonna ruin a company. People were saying they made $7 billion from Tesla. Did they just have like a whole bunch of sales recently?
I don't know.
'Cause
No,
I know
no, no,
they're-
no.
I know
So
they're
they-
real backed up with.
They reported earnings and they like exceeded expectations for like
Oh,
their
I
earnings
see.
and shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's like a really bullish outlook and their stock kind of jumped. I think it was like almost 20% or something like that.
Damn.
And his
for him.
he has most of his money is like tied into Tesla stock. So if that goes up,
He's good.
he's good. He can just sell a little bit later and just make some money off of it.
Yeah, everyone's just getting pissed at them, but somehow, I mean, Tesla's still doing. People are getting mad about Teslas too, talking about how they're cheap and like.
I
the
have
safety
been
of them
been hearing that actually.
and
Yeah.
the autopilot crashing into people, but it's always like when you dive into it, it doesn't seem to be the Tesla's fault totally.
Yeah.
Or it's like a real like particular situation.
Or I'm not going to lie. Who said it was perfect to begin with?
Yeah, the thing's not gonna be. I mean, we crash into each other all the goddamn
Exactly.
time.
Yeah, no one has come out and said this is 100% self-driving. You don't have to worry about anything. Like, I don't
Exactly.
think I've heard that from any of the CEOs of any of the major car companies. They're all saying like, we're still working through this, trying
Exactly.
to figure it
Yeah.
out. Like all of them are saying that.
Just don't buy the fucking self-driving, dude. Buy the damn Tesla and just drive the thing.
And I know people are doing some crazy ass shit while it's doing while it's in auto
Bro,
auto
they'll be in the
drive.
back seat. The thing's
Yeah.
going 90 on the highway.
That's
Someone taking a
insane.
nap.
Yeah, and you're like, what did you expect to happen? But then the other times it'll be like someone's like fucking over a fence and they jump the fence and land in the street and the Tesla hits them or something like that.
I know.
And I'm like, I mean, I know the Tesla should have stopped, but like,
Come
you
on,
know,
bro.
It's you can't program for that sort of thing. You should let the thing learn. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I was
Let
also
them
thinking about, like, with
eventually
Teslas?
fix it.
Like here, like usually our power is generally okay. But what about like in a place like California where like let's say if you have a Tesla,
Yeah.
and like they have like a lot of blackouts and shit. What if there's a blackout? How the fuck do you charge your car? What if you need to go somewhere?
You don't. You just charge it beforehand.
What if you're fucked? What if you had went out all week and then you didn't know there was gonna be a blackout and boom, there's a blackout and you're like, fuck.
Well, you didn't plan properly.
Yeah, plan properly next time.
I blame Tesla.
Buy a generator.
Buy a Tesla generator.
Buy a Tesla
Buy a
generator.
Tesla
The power-
Tesla brand generator.
They have them. They're called power walls, and you put it in your house.
Yeah.
And it has like a fucking. That's where all the power is stored through there.
What do you power it with? What do you put in there? Oh, you just charge it up?
I think it's like solar.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
cool.
interesting.
So they have it routed to solar.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. Did y'all see? Did we ever talk about this? The story of the person who drove off the cliff?
Yeah.
Tesla?
Wait, did we? Are you talking?
I don't
Are
think
you
we
talking
did.
The dad?
Or are you talking about the guy who did the jump?
No, that's
No, I think we talked about the jump.
You know what's crazy
talked
too? I
about the
heard
jump.
about that video. So what AB's talking about, there's a video where there was like a Tesla meet, and they just met up with a bunch of Teslas like in Hollywood,
Yeah.
somewhere in LA, of course.
Oh my God.
And so like all these people at Teslas, they're all driving around, they're all driving crazy and shit. There's a video of this dude who rented the Tesla. It's not even his. Mm-hmm. He fucking drove it off. Like there's like a big hill, like one of those California hills. Jumps off, catches air for like literally like 2 seconds. Like 2.5 seconds, this guy's midair, and then he lands on this super steep hill, and his car, like, there's sparks flying everywhere, and he crashes into another car, and everyone's like, "Whoa!" Bro, when I see shit like that, like people in videos are always like, "Whoa!" or like laughing. I feel like if me in real life, I'd be like, "Yo, this is concerning."
Oh no, I'd be laughing. If I saw that in real life, I would be cracking up laughing.
There'd be a part of me that'd be like, "Whoa!" No, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, "That's cool as shit."
I would have major air,
bro. He was in the air.
He was in the air, dude. I gotta give it to him. He was in the air for a bit.
There was a part where the guy recording, I think he's like damn near eye level with the guy recording. That's how high up his car was.
Yeah, he was parallel to the earth, bro. He was up there. He was up there, dude. When homeboy went up, made a sandwich, came back down. But so when I was talking about the story, it was a dad who tried to kill his fucking family.
Oh yeah,
he drove him off of a cliff into the ocean.
Like, oh my god!
off of a California cliff into the ocean with his Tesla. This thing landed on all 4 tires and didn't fucking explode, and they all survived.
In the water?
They're all pretty pissed at him, as you can imagine.
In the water?
I think it landed
on the rock, like just the side of the mountain.
Yeah, I think it just like rolled down the hill and then landed like in the rocks. Probably.
Yeah,
and they were pretty much fine.
Yeah, because I think if you land in the water, you're fucked. Unless you break the windows and get out.
His goal was to kill them and himself.
Yeah.
And
he was gonna. It was
no one
suicide.
died.
Nobody died. Not
Bro,
one of them
lock his ass
and
up,
it was
man.
5 people in the car.
Oh my god.
Jail.
Yeah.
Jesus. I never understand that when people want to like do shit like that. Like, if you want to kill yourself, fucking get rid of yourself, you piece of shit. No one, we don't want you here anyways. You know what I mean?
To take out your kids.
Why take out the family, man?
Like, to take out a spouse, I mean, that is also like fucking diabolical and shit. But like, maybe there's like there's I don't know, bad blood or something bad may have happened like throughout the years with this person. But like your child, like in what way does your child deserve death in any way? Dude?
Someone
under any circumstance,
completely innocent of everything. You're just like putting this on them.
Unless you have some demon kid.
Well,
like,
maybe that kid like
possessed.
spilled some cereal or some shit that morning. And he was like, "Know what? Finally."
You know what, Kenny? I'm taking you to Disneyland. Get in the car.
Speaking of children, have you guys heard of PPC?
No.
Let me tell you guys what PPC is. So, it's this group of dudes online, and I want to say it's like about 5 or 6 dudes, and they're like multiracial. There's like a bunch of black dudes, like some are Hispanic. I think there's like one white guy, and what they do is they go online and they like I think they make dating profiles, and they also like make fake Instagrams like Finstas and shit, and they pretend to be like 13-year-old 13 yeah. They pretend to be 13 to 17-year-old girls, right? And then they'll like honeypot dudes. So they'll message dudes who are like they obviously over 8, like guys who are obviously like, you know, older, like guys in their 20s or whatever or 30s. And they'll like bait them to like meeting. They'll be like, "Hi," or whatever. And like the guy will just be flirting with them, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I'm only like 15." The guy will be like, "I don't go fuck. Like, let's meet up."
People are sick, bro.
So then what they'll do is like these guys who are baiting them, pretending to be the girls, they'll meet up with a guy usually in a public place, usually in a Walmart, right? So they'll
actually I know these guys.
Imagine like this like black dudes with like fucking like dreads and shit pulling up to Walmart, and they're going in like they're like a little crew, the PPC, the guys who are arranging this, pretending to be the girl. And there's some pedophile walking around. He thinks he's meeting a girl. And usually it's like some random weirdo, right? And he's just like in an aisle, like looking for the girl on his phone, like messaging her, and he can't find her. And then like a black dude with the camera walks up to him, like, and I don't know if he had a mic or if he was holding the phone to him. I think it was a mic. And then he was like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing here? Who you here to meet?" And the guy's like, "What?" And then they keep talking to him. They keep talking to him. They're like, "Are you here to meet a girl?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And before he can keep going, a guy from their crew comes out of nowhere and just smacks him in the face. and then like the guy backs up. The guy who smacked him in the face backs up and is like squares up, like ready to fight. and then they fight. And then they don't know how to fight. So it's like they're falling on the ground. It's like sloppy. There's a fucking shirt going up and shit. All like there's a belly. The guy who's fighting him is fat. He's like heavy set dude. The fucking belly flies out. Bro. Belly rolls come out, right? And he's like smacking up the pedo. And then it cuts to like another, like it cuts from there to after the fight. And the pedo's face is swollen because obviously he's been punched.
Yeah.
And then like the dudes are telling him like, you know what you did is wrong, right? That's just they're like, that shit's fucking weird,
He's
bro.
like, I think so. I'll beat up.
Yeah, he's like,
Can't even talk.
he's like, yeah, that's exactly. He was like, you know, and they were like, you fucking weirdo. That shit's fucking weird, bro. Get your life together. What the fuck you doing? Get your shit together.
Hey, man. That's vigilante justice.
And then,
baby.
bro, and then
That's vigilante justice.
at the end of the video, I forgot what PPC stands for, but they're like, shout out PPC, we the new Batman.
pedophile,
Yeah, that's what
it was.
pedophile police crew.
I don't know, PPC, but shout out those dudes.
The
bro.
video
Shout out
I
to
saw,
PPC.
they saw another guy that looked like the guy that they were waiting on, and they was like, "Oh, bro, you almost got fucked up.
You almost got
and he was
rocked,
just
buddy.
walking around Walmart,
I
chilling.
bet the one dude with the camera goes up to them first for them to gauge if this is him. And
The
if
one-
it is him, you know his ass is gonna be like, huh? What? Like you can see it in their fucking face, dude. They know they're doing something wrong. And if
Yeah.
you come up to them and are like, "Are you here to meet somebody?" They're like, "Oh no, these guys know. These guys fucking know."
the one that I saw, they were like having like a meetup for some rapper at Walmart, by the way, which is crazy.
Worst play. Yeah, you get killed
But
there, dude.
the guy, the guy came and they were just talking to him like, "Oh, you waiting on so and so?" Like, "Oh, you also talking to this girl?" Like, whatever. And he was like, "Yeah." And then the rapper that they were there to see ended up fucking beating his ass.
Damn.
Oh
The
my
guy walked
God.
up behind him, just went, yank. And then the guy was like, what the fuck is going on? He was just looking around. And they just started squaring up next to the meat section.
Damn,
Next
bro.
to the meat section.
Throwing hands at a
And,
grocery store
bro,
is hilarious.
They'll
Bro.
be filming it, and there'll be people shopping in the Walmart, and you'll just see the reaction. Like, people just start spreading out. They're like, oh my
Yeah.
God, what's going on?
Yeah, the rest of the crew's like, he was a pedophile. Don't worry. They're like, fucking give it to him.
It's funny to me,
Mom,
though,
too.
that these dudes are going online and doing that. Like, they're pretending to be chicks.
See, that part is a little weird.
It's a little disingenuous, though, I'll say. I mean,
yeah, but like if you did something wrong, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the
Yeah.
day, it doesn't matter if this person reached out to you and like baited you into.
yeah,
it.
I don't care what the bait is.
You
know
should
what I
not
mean?
get
You
baited
shouldn't-
into
you
that
shouldn't-
sort
yeah,
of.
you-
Sometimes
sort of thing.
it feels like they're doing it just to beat somebody up.
That, yeah, I think.
Like they just want to jump somebody.
I think the pedophile thing comes second. I think they care about trying to find a guy because it's like morally and legally, you can kind of beat that guy's ass and no one's really gonna care.
Yeah.
I think if you explain the situation to the security guard, they'll be like, "Man, just all right, just go."
No,
Yeah.
In some situations, they'll praise you. And they'll be like, thank you for beating him up. He
Yeah.
needs that.
They're just trying to find
Security
people
guard beats
to
him up, too?
beat up.
They
It's
just want to
fucking funny,
fight
though.
somebody.
Hey man, if you want to beat someone up, those are the best people to beat up. So find them, track them down, verify it's them, and then sock them in the mouth.
Doling out justice like Batman.
Motherfuckers show up in a crew, bro. Imagine being the dude. Like you're there thinking you're gonna meet a fucking underage girl, you're gonna have the time of your life, and your weird pedo head.
Weird
And then
pedo head.
6 dudes roll up on you, and they're like, "Hey, what you doing?" Like, good.
I like that it comes out of nowhere too when they fucking punch the people.
Yeah.
Like those would be talking to the other dude, and then the other guy comes out of nowhere and just smacks the shit out of them, and they're just bewildered.
That's exactly how that should get handled, man. That doesn't need to be a fair fight. They just verify it's him, fucking sock him in the face, sock him a little more. and
Yeah,
then-
just jump him. It's
yeah, they
fine.
just jump him.
I am okay with that in that situation.
Me
in that
too, man.
scenario.
Yeah, I
Just
think
don't do it in Walmart because it's like people are around. Like, I
It's-
don't want to
yeah.
see somebody
Maybe like
fighting
it's
next to
probably not very
Fritos.
safe.
Get them like at a Dollar Tree or a fucking
Dollar Tree.
Dollar
One where
General.
like pulls out a knife or something and starts fucking slashing at people.
What if I start grabbing items and start beating you up with it in the store?
You think they take them to a certain section on purpose for that reason?
Yeah, they have to.
You know, like don't take them to the kitchenware section.
Oh my! Starts picking up a pan and
Yeah.
smacking you with it.
Or like where the vases are or something.
Or the fucking grill area,
Oh my
barbecue
gosh,
section.
dude.
My question is like, what if they have like a weapon? What if they have like a knife or some shit? They probably
Yeah.
come like strapped too. But
Well, that's
I mean,
why they bring 6 other guys.
Yeah,
But I mean,
if there's 6 dudes, just fucking you gotta be on your game, dude. You
Yeah.
gotta be on your A game.
You can't stab us all.
Make sure they make sure they don't pull out a gun. Just see where they're reaching for and shit.
Yeah, what if the guy has a Glock? Like
Yeah.
I think my shit could fit 15 bullets.
You know what's crazy, man? Sometimes
Man,
I think
That's a lot of bullets.
That's a lot of bullets.
That's a lot of bullets.
That's 2 for all of y'all.
That's 15 people. if
real.
I play this out right.
You're saying?
I think because we like live in Texas and grew up in Texas, I think we consider guns a lot more than like someone in another state or another.
Yeah, because
you
they're
know
in
what
like
I mean?
California, I think.
Yeah,
That's
like
true.
if you're in California, I don't think you're thinking everyone's gonna have a gun on them. Around here, anybody could have a gun. Like even someone who looks like they have no money in their pocket. could
Well,
be
they're
strapped
also
up.
pedophiles, so they're crazy. So
Yeah.
you never know what they could have.
That's
Exactly.
true,
Like this
Motherfucker
kind of
pulls out a sickle.
yeah, for real. Like this kind of degenerate of a human being. God only knows what the fuck they're gonna be
A
holding on.
sickle.
Yeah, motherfucker pulls out nunchucks. Oh no.
They be walk. They can
He's
be
good
walk,
with them.
walk around that Walmart with a hard ass dick.
Walking around at the Walmart off of Blue Chew looking for 15
Off a blue
Off a Blue
chew,
Chew,
trying
that's
to,
sick.
trying to give it to
bro.
a 15-year-old.
Yeah, bro. Those
Fucking
those are
bastards.
just bad people, man. And those are like that's one of those like crimes where like the statistics are they repeat offense like
Yeah.
until they're dead.
I just have no sympathy for those people. Like, put them beneath the jail.
Yeah.
Evil motherfuckers, bro. When you like, it's one thing to laugh at like To Catch a Predator and shit, but if you would really watch that show,
It's crazy.
It was some sick shit.
Yeah.
Because
Very
they would
creepy.
read the chats like that the fucking fake 13-year-old would be saying with this fucking dude, and they'd be saying the wildest shit, bro.
Yeah.
The wildest shit.
So why don't these people like people their own age?
I don't
It's
know,
probably like
man.
they can like it's grooming and then I don't know, they're young, they're naive. They can like just like they believe everything you say and shit like that. So
Yeah, they definitely have to be easier to manipulate.
Yeah.
for sure.
these people probably don't have success with people their age, if that makes sense.
That has to be, and then some people like you remember like there was like a wave where the whole trans thing, and just a bunch of people were like advocating for their rights. There were people advocating for pedophilia rights.
I remember that.
Saying
That's
like it's
insane.
They were like,
the
it's a
same way-
mental health issue or something like
yeah,
that.
it's like a fetish, but like not in a bad like it's like a regular fetish. They were trying to describe it.
Yeah,
as.
that was
like if
crazy.
you like feet or something.
That is
This is
That
not
was
the same.
crazy.
feet are very much the polar opposite of pedophilia.
Yeah,
all right,
from a preteen.
I would not lock up a guy who likes feet. That's just a regular dude to
That was
me.
crazy.
Okay,
That's a regular
Jail.
dude.
throw that piece of shit in jail.
Yeah, he's looking up poop stuff. Put him in jail.
Our society's so sexually repressed. We don't even accept pedophiles.
Yeah,
That's such a fucking stupid
Shit like
ass
that,
point
bro,
of view.
yeah. It's crazy, man.
That shit was wild. That's when I was like, yeah, y'all lost me. I'm cool with some other shit, but y'all lost me here, bro.
Yeah, same thing with like bestiality. Like people are just crazy, bro. Be just fucking animate objects, man. If you're gonna do this, you can't do this, man.
Yeah.
Those type of people, yeah, they belong in jail forever.
What if the animal wants it?
No, there's gotta be a horny animal out there that likes getting down.
There's got to be. I've never seen.
Bro.
I've seen a chick fuck her dog.
I've seen a chick get her pussy ate by a dog.
Oh my god,
That was the most traumatizing thing I ever saw in my
That is
life.
horrific.
that is even scarier than a chick
It
getting
was
fucked by a
just
dog.
on.
That
It was
is
just.
even
I was
scarier than a chick getting
scrolling.
fucked by a dog.
I was just scrolling on Twitter and it just popped up and I was like, bro, what the fuck am I seeing?
Oh my god, that's
How-
an easy one though.
How did she get the dog to do it?
Peanut
She
butter,
puts
bro.
peanut butter on it,
Yeah, put peanut butter there.
and she was like, she enjoyed it, and I was like, yo,
As
this
long
is
as the dog is your
wild.
friend too, it's not gonna bite you. It's
Lock-
just gonna be like, what's going on? She seemed
Lock-
to really like this.
What if it just started biting her in the pussy?
Lock that
bro.
bitch up. I saw
Yeah,
a
that was
video.
sick.
There's some sick people, bro.
This
in
was
the
years
world.
ago. This chick, this Hispanic chick, she bent over and she almost like a harness, and she put the harness on her dog and it like strapped him to her,
Oh my
and he was like a pit bull,
bro.
and he was just fucking her,
Oh
doggy
my
style.
God.
That's
Well,
the actual doggy style.
I mean, it's a sweet scenario for the dog.
oh, the dog's going crazy.
Dog go crazy.
I think this is mutually beneficial. That might be a mutually beneficial.
You know
it's
what?
just
I don't
wrong.
see the problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's just wrong because of what's going on, what I'm looking at.
Nah, bro.
But everybody is winning.
How could she?
This is what everybody wanted. It's like, I
Look,
get
if the
peanut
dog
butter.
didn't want to do it, he could pull out.
Yeah, the dog would start nipping. He'd start getting upset. You think the dog doesn't want to fuck? Dude, my fucking cat tries to hump me all the time.
Oh my
I
god.
gotta throw him off.
How could that chick ever fuck anybody again after that?
Yo, imagine fucking after the dog.
Oh my! You get sloppy seconds
Yeah, bro.
off
Imagine
the dog.
dating a girl, and like a year into the relationship, this video surfaces of her getting fucked by her dog.
Oh
Dog,
no!
that's
you got to
crazy.
break
That's
up
a
with her.
tough conversation.
And then imagine
bro.
the dog is still in y'all's house.
Oh my
Oh
god!
Jesus
It's like
Christ!
Brian, bro, from Family Guy.
You got to get rid of that
ridiculous.
motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, you fucking You've been having an affair with the dog.
You got to keep the dog or keep the girl.
Oh
It's me or
god.
him, the dog.
It's me or him. All right,
Me or him. You choose.
you choose. Goddamn
fucking
it!
kicks
Oh
you
my
out.
god, bro.
The dog's looking at you through the window laughing. Can't put it down like him, dude.
You can't put it down like him.
You trying to fuck? They kick the dog out. He's
Bro,
crying outside.
You telling me a dog got a pull out game?
Nah, dude.
God
Nah.
no. You
Dogs
tell me
are
dogs got a
busting in there
stroke
every
game?
time.
Them motherfuckers are getting in real quick. As soon as they feel how good it is, they're gonna nut.
Yeah, they're just. Come on. How long that lasts? Like how long a regular sex session with dogs?
With a
lasts?
dog.
A dog
Or,
fucking
like
a chick.
bugs or something.
That dog's gonna fucking explode.
Oh my god.
You ever see like the love bugs and they're stuck to each other fucking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how long are they fucking for?
For a minute.
I think
they
for their,
just stuck
I've heard,
like that?
I've heard for their entire lives,
Yeah.
which is not very long. Their lives are not very long.
Wait, so once
Yeah, they don't live that long.
Once they reach sexual maturity, they start fucking and they just die that way.
I think so.
Yeah,
How do
they
give
find a
birth?
partner.
Like once the female is inseminated, how do they give birth?
I have no idea.
Just tiny little sperm cells.
All I know is the pussy's
You
so
know-
good they fly around fucking.
Yeah, they just fly around just
I don't give a fuck who sees.
getting it. I don't give a
Public.
shit.
Hey Tony, you see this shit?
Dog, this shit's crazy. Dog. We on round 8, dog. On my windshield. And I'm like, get the fuck
It's been
outta
2
here.
months.
It's been 2
We've
months.
been going for 2 months straight.
This
Oh
shit's
my
crazy, bro.
God.
That's like the funniest season when they're all just flying around, just like
Bro.
aimlessly bumping into shit.
Because they're busy fucking.
They're just everywhere. I mean, they come out here, man.
It's fucking hilarious.
They're just
man.
busy fucking,
Just
so they
fucking
just
love
fly
bugs.
everywhere.
Just busy fucking, dude.
Oh
Fucking-
my god.
Man, I feel like it's a big difference between a human fucking a person. No, sorry, a
human
human
fucking a
no, a human fucking a dog, and then love bugs fucking each other.
Oh yeah, that's
Like-
a major difference.
Big time difference.
Big time difference.
All right, so if somebody.
we all get it in somehow.
All right, so
Yeah.
what's worse? Is the woman having the dog fuck her, or a guy fucking his dog?
A guy fucking his dog is worse.
Yeah, I
A
think
guy
so.
fucking his dog is crazy.
because that dog very well might not want to be involved in this at all.
Oh my
This
god.
is
You know what I
true.
mean? At least the dude dog, you know, they're dogs, bro. They're if you convince it that this is pussy, like it's gonna be like, okay, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do.
Put your red rocket in here.
yeah, but if a person is
Ugh.
fucking a dog, I would imagine a dog dick can't be that big. You know
Bro,
what I mean?
a dude fucking a dog is
A
crazy.
They
dude-
be hanging major nuts. Some of these dogs, though.
These dogs be hanging, man.
Some of these dogs be hanging nuts.
Some of these
dude.
dogs be having nuts, and
Yeah.
they be having dicks, man.
just giant dicks on them.
And the girl is just looking at him like, damn, that boy all right.
That's her new man, bro.
yeah, fucking.
That's her man.
That's her new man.
They
But
have
no,
dinner together. They go to sleep
Put some
together.
underwear on, you pig.
Put some goddamn underwear on. You know,
Company over.
I do think I agree with Gio though. I think the
Yo.
guy fucking a dog like is
It's
just
way worse.
arguably
Yeah.
way fucking worse.
You should never fuck an animal, dude.
A rule of thumb.
if you
rule-
get
yeah,
fucked by an
general
animal,
thumb.
then this is up to you know.
I don't
this
know if
is
you guys knew about this before the podcast. You shouldn't fuck an animal.
PSA, public service announcement: do not fuck your pets or other animals. Because like an animal fucking you, they're always gonna like it. They're always gonna have
Yeah.
those crazy videos of like women getting fucked by tigers and stuff in Asia.
I ain't never
What?
seen that shit
You never
before.
seen that video? I saw. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. It like you know like one of those like the video of the dude getting fucked by the horse and he dies.
I
So
never
wait,
seen that.
is the tiger shit real?
The tiger shit is real. It's
Damn.
somewhere in Asia, and it's like a whole show. She's on stage, and like there's you know, I would imagine like 100 people probably or something like that in a crowd.
And is the tiger loose?
The tiger, I think, is
It's
chained
loose in
up.
that pussy.
The tiger,
He getting loose in that pussy.
I'm raw dogging this thing, boy. No condom on. And the tiger is like I think chained, and I would imagine it's a trained tiger. It probably knows what's gonna happen, so it's not like trying to maul this woman. It's just fucking her. They probably feed it to. I've heard like a lot of those
Okay.
type of predator animals. If they're fed, they won't
Dog.
attack.
This is crazy.
Okay, so that one to me is more animal cruelty than the woman and the dog.
You think?
Yeah.
Because the tiger's chained up, bro. I mean,
that's a
he has
show.
no
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
He's probably scared as fuck. He has no idea what's going on.
That's true. A bunch of people yelling and shit. All these. Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's not. At least the dog. Yeah, the dog is like, this is just my owner. I don't know why she's letting me do this, but
But this is awesome.
this is awesome.
This is
Awesome.
awesome.
The tiger-
I ain't never had no
Yeah.
coochie like this before.
tiger's probably
I
freaked
ain't
out.
never going back.
It's probably like a teenage tiger too. They can't hold down some adult tiger with this woman. I think will fucking.
Oh no!
One of these
way.
nights, bro, on like a they got like a whole fucking every weekend they do 2 shows.
Oh my god.
Give it 2 months, she's gonna be dead.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna murder her one day.
murder the tiger dick.
Yeah, murder with the tiger. After it's done fucking her, it's gonna fucking kill her and
Oh my god.
then eat her.
Oh,
And then
my
eat her.
God.
And then fucking eat her. Yeah, but some crazy videos out there, man. It's
For
wild how
real.
things like out there in the world. I bet like almost everything has happened.
Yeah. I mean, I think Mike Tyson said this one time on a podcast. He said, think about anything possible that you could do to another human being, and it's been done.
Yeah.
For sure, had to have been.
Cutting off somebody's nose, cutting off somebody's dick and shoving it up their ass, cutting off their feet,
Yeah.
fucking stabbing somebody, ripping off somebody's ears and feeding it to them. That shit, think about anything, it's
Yeah.
probably been done.
There was a video. Well, there was a guy that like was friends with like Dennis Rodman. He said one time Dennis was like, "Yeah, I know where you can see like a tiger like fuck somebody right now, like in America."
It's in my basement, bro.
In America?
I'm gonna let you in on a secret.
Yeah, he said like in America he knows like where he could see that.
Damn.
And I was like, "Damn, that's wild."
He is a strange dude. I listened to this biography by Phil Jackson, the coach of the Bulls and then the Lakers.
A king.
Amazing coach. And interesting dude. And he was talking about how like they'd have to have people almost like grown men who are babysitters watch this guy. Because Dennis Rodman would notoriously just disappear like from the Bulls practice. Like he just wouldn't show up to practice or he would just leave like he'd take a vacation. Which I mean, you're playing basketball. You can't fucking do that. Like,
Yeah.
Bro, they were in the playoffs, and he went to go do something for SmackDown.
yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah, that's just Dennis being Dennis."
He would just
Dennis being Dennis, he's jumping off the top ropes.
he would just leave for like days. Like he would just go disappear for something for 4 days, miss like 3 games in a row or some
Yep.
shit, and then come back.
Was his rapport and because I know Dennis Rodman was a good player, but he wasn't like phenomenal, right?
He's
like,
probably like one of the best rebounders and defenders like ever.
Let's just say
never mind.
if he was there, he made a big difference. The Bulls were gonna win either way. Let's just say it. The Bulls were gonna
Nah,
win either way.
they needed Dennis.
You think they needed him?
They needed Dennis.
I think he made a big difference, but I mean MJ would have carried them. I
Yeah.
definitely think MJ would have carried them, but it helps take a load off.
yeah,
And
Dennis
it-
was like perfect.
Oh, absolutely. And then the babysitter, was
The
like
babysitter.
I forgot what the guy's name. He was like one of the assistant coaches in the Bulls.
Yeah.
And he was friends with Phil Jackson. He was telling Phil Jackson like, so what the guy did to get in and go with Dennis Rodman, he would just pretend to be his friend. Like he didn't tell him that he was like paid to babysit him. He was just like, I'm a coach and like let's just get cool.
You want to have a good time?
Yeah,
Dennis?
like
you wouldn't have a good time.
So he'd go everywhere with the dude. He'd be partying. And he said that Dennis Rodman would like party his ass off, like go to clubs and all these kinds of crazy underground places till like legit like 6 a.m. and then go out to eat and shit. And then he'd go like and wake up like 8 a.m. and like work out like a madman.
Wow.
And I'm like, how do people live like this? Like that's
Bro,
insane.
they were special, bro.
I think they just had a lot of money and like, you know, they're celebrities. They're athletes and shit. They're
Yeah.
big dudes. They're probably getting tons of pussy and shit. And I would imagine they were on like a winning streak and shit. They're probably having a great time. Guys
Yeah.
probably like, I'll fucking sleep when I'm dead.
Bro, well,
Man.
I would do it. I would live a few years just fucking partying my ass off and working hard as shit and just enjoying it, I guess.
I think MJ was probably too big to like have fun, but like if you're like Scottie Pippen, you all right. You can have a great
Go
time.
places. For MJ, it was probably ruined, bro. Because anywhere he'd go, people like, MJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, swarm you and shit. At least like at other places you'll get noticed, but it won't be like a fucking problem.
No, MJ couldn't do shit.
Especially-
MJ,
yeah, man.
they were in France, and he was like, he couldn't leave his hotel room.
See, that's not fun, man. Being
Even
that
Michael Jackson
fucking-
too. Michael Jackson, same.
Michael Jackson, that was crazy, bro.
I think
There'll
Michael
be-
Jackson's is arguably worse.
There'll be crowds
Yeah.
of people outside his hotels. And,
And
shit.
his started when he was like 4 years old.
Yeah,
I mean
that's
has
insane.
to fuck a person up in many ways.
Your whole life, dude.
See, pedophilia is mental health.
It's mental health.
But then again, I mean, he was acquitted of that shit.
He ain't touched my booty hole.
So I don't know, man. Like, there's
All
a
I
lot
heard-
of all the
If
evidence
MJ
against
wanted
him.
my booty hole, I'm giving it.
I'm gonna say this: all the evidence against him is anecdotal. There's no physical piece of evidence linking him to child pornography
I really hope
or
he
child
didn't do it.
molestation.
But didn't he have pictures of the boys in underwear?
Yes.
That I don't know. If he did, then
That's a
I ain't with him
toughie.
anymore.
It's toughy. It's an every situation that
But
I don't know
maybe
how to
they were
feel.
just both in underwear. You know, they're just hanging out. He thinks he's doing a sleepover and he's taking a pic with this kid. I guess I don't know.
He's showing him his monkey.
It's just weird, man. How
showing
can
him
someone
his
like
monkey.
MJ do stuff like that for years and not get caught? And then there are other people who are now in like like Macaulay Culkin and like some like the kids who made the first kids who made like the accusations came back and like recanted their statement and
The Macaulay
Yeah.
Culkin said that he went over there a bunch of times and MJ never did shit. They were just
never,
chilling.
never did anything. He would be over there with him and other kids too. Like,
Yeah.
not
Ooh,
just him
random
and
fact.
MJ.
Absol was once in MJ's house.
Yeah, I heard about
Absol?
that.
Yeah.
I
What
read
was he
about
doing
that.
there?
He has like he has something with his eyes, so it was like a Make-A-Wish thing or something
Yeah.
like that.
What?
He's part of the Neverland Ranch.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool that he had a fucking ranch. Though he had a zoo. He had
had a
fucking
fucking
giraffes
zoo.
and monkeys
Sick,
and
bro.
shit.
You got a
It's
fucking
pretty
roller
sick.
coaster.
You telling me you don't want to get dropped off there if you're a little
If
kid?
you were
Bro.
if
Hang
you were
with
living,
MJ.
like, if you were a parent at that time, would you let your kid go sleep over at MJ's?
No.
Like pretend you don't know
No.
what you knew now.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I would
I still
either.
wouldn't let him, but I'd want to go. Like with.
I'll
like,
pull up with you.
If I'm the parent, I want to go. Like I want to take my kid and I'll go with them and we'll hang out at
Yeah.
MJ's for the day.
I'll let him sleep here. Let him sleep here.
Kid begs you, please let me sleep at MJ's. I just want to hang out with my friends
Bro,
at MJ's.
this is
Ask
the
my
major
dad. He
question.
says yes to you.
Oh, you said okay, it was more kids there. I was like, why would a grown man want your child to sleep at his house with no other kids?
There better be like 20. There better be enough kids there to overpower MJ if he
Yeah.
starts to act
Oh
up.
yeah,
If he starts to act up.
that's what the allegations from that documentary were saying, bro.
MJ's getting a little too handsy tonight. Fucking
Kids, get him.
get him. Fucking they wrap him in a blankie and just slap him around a little bit.
Wrap him in a
It's
blanket.
36-year-olds.
But the allegations from the documentary about MJ were saying like there was two main guys accusing them. They're fucking like in their 40s now or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were saying that like when MJ would get them alone, or like MJ would be touring in like somewhere like he'd be in like Chicago, and like there's one family there from Australia. So like he basically told them like, come move here, move to Chicago
That's
or
crazy.
move to LA and I'll take you on tour with me around Chicago. You'll be like one of my backup dancers or whatever. and like this one lady, apparently she fucking left her husband and took her son, and they left and they went to go with MJ.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't blame her.
I don't blame her.
I don't blame her, but what are you fucking doing? And why would the husband let her? Even the husband in the movie, he was like, I don't know why I let her do that.
Why did the husband go? MJ didn't want him. He can't come.
I mean, the husband didn't want to disrupt. They had 3 other kids. They didn't want to disrupt their
He
lives.
just wanted one. He wanted one kid.
Yeah, because that's the whole. Because the
Well,
other ones,
MJ is crazy.
the other
Oh
ones
my
were not
God,
kids.
broke up a family.
Yeah, no, for real. The other ones were not kids. They were like teenagers.
Yeah, they
Oh,
probably
yeah.
saw
He
through
was a
this.
little bit. He was the baby. He was probably like, I want to say 8 years old, something like that.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know, man, but that's still a fat little check. I'll call my
I mean,
family.
yeah, but you abandon you're legit abandoning your family. The wife leaves you. Your
And-
wife takes your kid and goes to another country.
Yeah, but
another
a strange
continent.
man to
What
go
a
on
stra- yeah.
tour with him like a groupie and fucking.
No, I was gonna say if I was the wife, I'm like, yo, MJ kind of wants me, so I'm out of here.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not thinking she wants the kid. I'm thinking
I'm
MJ
thinking
wants
me.
And apparently, I mean, I
And you in
listened.
competition with your son.
If you
Damn.
watch the
Damn.
documentary, bro, she has like recordings of MJ calling her, and he would talk to her like girl talk with her. Like,
Oh.
hey,
Like chit chat,
he chit chat with her. Like
gossiping.
he talked to the mom for like an hour. He talked to her about like the other moms that are like around.
That's the thing, though, man. It's like you hear shit like that. You're like, this guy. It's creepy that he slept with all these kids, but it
Yeah.
also seems like he really is just a weird guy.
Yeah, he's just a weird dude.
guy.
He's just a strange man.
Like you hear like interviews with him or like behind the scenes things where like they're in the SUV with him and they're recording him and like there's I saw one video with a bunch of fans swarming his car. And he's like talking about the people. And he's like, look at him, look at all the people, look at him. And like they're just taking pictures, like yeah, look at him, blah, blah, blah. And then like he's a kid or something. And then he tells them, he's like, look at this lady, look at her titties, look at her titties, look at her titties.
Man,
I think he's just a fucking child, man.
he must have been so fucked up in the head because like I was reading something about him that was saying like his dad cheated on his mom all the time, and he would bring chicks home and
Damn.
fuck them in the house.
Yeah.
And they had a small house. Everybody could hear it. And the mom she didn't say anything. And she would allow it.
He was like abusive to her too.
Yeah, he was abusive to her.
he was abusing everybody.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
if
he
he's abusing
sexually.
kids, he's
I don't
gotta
know if
be.
he sexually abused the
No,
kids.
he was beating them.
Yeah,
he was
he
beating
He was
them.
Yeah,
100%
up.
beating them. I don't know if he sexually abused them. I mean, maybe some of that happened. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised.
What if that's why he's so fucked up? Yeah.
That could very well be. All I know is the dad was a horrible person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had the vision.
He had the
Motherfucker made a
vision, but I
star,
mean-
dude.
He beat him into stardom.
Same thing with
Stardom.
Tiger Woods, bro. Tiger Woods, like his dad forced him to do all that shit and beat him up and
His
shit.
dad was more emotionally abusive.
Yeah.
He would make him feel like guilty and shit.
Yeah, like they made him. If you ever watched the Tiger documentary, that's a good one too. They made him. He was dating this chick in high school, and like if you listen to the documentary, he's like a quiet, sensitive kid. That's like
Yeah.
the vibe you get from like who he was when he was a teenager. And I think even just as general as a man, he's just like a quiet, sensitive dude. Like he just minds his business and just
He talks
fucks,
hella funny.
fucks the shit out of hookers and shit.
Yeah.
Just wants
But
to get a little pussy.
Come here, bitch.
I think he became so like fucked up. Come here, bitch.
That's my Tiger impression. His voice is like it's just very like reserved.
Is that what it sounds like? I've
He's-
never heard him.
He has a very reserved,
Aren't
like
you
kind
a
of
dirty bitch?
Hello,
very reserved, fuck,
bitch. Tiger Woods saying bitch.
monotone type fucking voice. And where was I going with this? I was talking about Tiger's dad.
Yeah.
Right?
Tiger's daddy.
Yeah, so he was dating this chick in high school, this white chick, and they were starting to get serious. He would like go places with them, and his dad was like, "You're not taking golf seriously. Like this is gonna fuck up your golf game. You
Yeah.
need to break up with her." And like Tiger Woods was really into this chick. Like he'd go visit the chick's family and hang out with her for hours. They made it. He legit. He wrote her a letter. He's like, "Hey, I can never talk to you again.
Damn.
Like I can't be with you because my parents say that I'm not taking golf seriously, and I have to take this seriously because this is my life."
Yep.
And he never spoke to her again.
That's like villain parents. That's
Yeah.
like the main character's the girl, and she just got broken up with. Like they're making me play violin. My parents won't let me go because they have a concert next week, and it fucking ruins his life and shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Like imagine you got a girl that you love, and you're just trying to be a kid and shit, and your dad's talking about, "But you got to wake up early and play golf."
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I don't give a fuck about.
Bro,
golf.
you know what makes it even worse is like, remember he got in trouble and all that shit for no reason. He did nothing wrong, at least from what I remember.
The
He did
cheating
nothing
stuff?
wrong. Yeah, he just cheated on his wife.
He literally just cheated on his
good
wife.
old fashioned.
Bro, they like took sponsorships from him. They like banned him or they suspended him and shit like that. Like it was horrible. They made him wear a bad trench coat. It was a
Yeah.
bad time. But think about that and then compare it to like what his dad put him through. It's like, damn, that's wild.
It's insane, man.
Y'all getting mad at me for not putting golf as like a number one, and I'm just trying to get some pussy.
Damn, the public got mad at him the same way his dad did.
And
Which is crazy.
that still fucks him up to this day, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
And it was a waste of time. It was like for no reason.
Ruined an aspect of his career. He's still the best at his respective
best ever.
Yeah,
sport.
didn't he came back and won like 2 in a row, right?
He won some more after that, but it definitely like damaged him.
He's like
it
that's
hurt.
like he's like the Michael Jordan of that sport. He's like the
Yeah.
people where that's like the player where it's like no one can pass that.
It's just good old fashioned cheating, dude. You got to expect it from man or woman or whoever's rich.
And
The
he
rich-
was
all
on
these-
fire.
Yeah,
He
these-
was going crazy.
Yeah, come on.
These
I mean,
rich famous people.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you know, and you don't want to watch him get mad. Like if you put family first or whatever, I don't know. But like to get like super publicly shamed,
Yeah.
it's a bit much.
It was funny though because he's fucking bitches like in the parking lots of like Denny's and shit.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
wilding.
like
Didn't he
bitches would be
didn't
in.
he call him like numbers? Like it was number 1, number 2.
No way. I wouldn't doubt it.
Like,
I mean-
saved in his phone.
I know he was fucking hella bitches though.
yeah, he had an addiction. Like he had a
an addiction.
problem.
And
Lots
if
of
you see
prostitutes.
the women, they're not that good looking.
No,
No, he just
They're not
wanted to
that good
fuck.
a lot of
looking,
like European, Eastern European prostitutes.
You think he just like chit chatting with them? You think they were
No,
cool
he
people?
he was a nut man.
Some of them said he liked chatting.
He's just like
Oh.
hanging out with them. These were probably the coolest hookers that he found. I fucked
Yeah.
a lot
That's
of
why she's
hookers,
number
and
one.
You five are my favorite.
He became a repeat customer.
He became a repeat yeah, if you're cool as fuck and you have good rapport with the clients, they'll come back.
They need
Yeah.
a loyalty card.
Yeah, I was about to say they gave him a punch card.
Punch
punch
that shit
card.
10 times. Oh look, it's my 11th.
You pay for $5, you get the $6 free.
That's crazy, bro.
And you get 5 minutes of conversation.
Fucking a hooker has to be a crazy experience, man. I
Man.
could
Oh
I
my
couldn't-
God.
I feel even strange about strip clubs. I could not
Yeah.
imagine meeting up with someone and knowing that this woman has sex.
You gotta
for a
watch those
job.
videos I'm telling you about. The soft white underbelly, the guy who interviews fucking prostitutes and shit.
Bro, when they keep coming back, like 5 months later, they
it's-
look horrible.
It's progressively worse.
It is
They just
depressing.
get
so they'll,
worse
like,
and worse
interview
and
them, like
worse.
twice a year and shit, and they'll look worse and
Sometimes he'll do. It depends on if he can reach them.
If
right?
they can
Because
find them.
These people live on the street, bro. Legitimately on the street. They
But
don't
so-
have homes.
worse. How are you a hooker and you have no money? You're just addicted to
What's a
drugs.
pimp?
You're addicted
And
to
then drugs,
You have a pimp, and also you're addicted to drugs.
Yeah, you
right?
have to be an addict.
And
That's
like,
where all your money goes.
all right, so like, and people ask why do they have pimps? If they don't have pimps, they can get beaten up, they can get robbed, right?
Yeah.
They can't defend themselves. They're just young women.
People
and then,
won't pay and just leave.
Exactly. If they do defend themselves, there's this one chick in the video. She would fuck like probably at least more than 10 dudes a day, right?
Sheesh.
So that's like more than $1,000-something, right?
Yikes.
She would make that much, give it all to the pimp, and he would just take her to like get her nails done or some shit. And just protect her, and that was it. And
Fucking
and
crazy.
he wouldn't give her any spending money for herself, and like he would like buy their kids lunch or whatever, but like he wouldn't like give them their money that they earned.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. They also like take care of their kids. They also like have a house with all the hookers' kids and shit like that.
What? They got a little fucking little rotation thing going on. Like they're working tonight, this shift. Everyone take care of the other kids.
I don't
Like-
know.
No, I don't think
half of
they
them are out
do.
the
I don't-
streets, the other half are out at the house. This guy's just running like a little Mormon thing.
Nah, I don't think those chicks. The chicks are not cool with each other. They're always competitive.
Oh, it's
That's-
a little
Yeah.
bad girls club situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to watch the fucking doc. I mean,
I'm trying
the
to be the bottom
interviews,
bitch.
bro. They're so dark, man. These bitches are talking about how like they've gotten into cars with dudes, and the dudes will put like the child lock on, and like
Sheesh.
to where they can't get out of the car, and then they'll like hold a knife to their throat, and they'll like be like, bitch, I'm gonna like give me all your shit, and then like they'll fucking take all the money from the girl.
That
How
shit's
does the
wild.
pimp
And
catch
then-
him? What are they fucking the government?
Bro, they just drop them off in the middle of the fucking
Yeah,
street.
bro. They're dropping off
these
under a
pimps are like-
bridge.
But if she was to come back and be like, "Hey, they just robbed me for my money," like go
What's he
get
gonna
it.
do? Run down the car?
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, because the pimp is offering protection. So what is he really doing?
Usually the pimp is close by.
here? Pimp's around.
Yeah,
He's around.
yeah, he's around. He's not like he's like within sight. Oh!
Like Batman, he like drops down from the third story and lands on the car. Where's my hooker's money? Where's my girl's money?
Carrying a little gun on him.
Oh,
Little pimp gun.
Yeah, and a fucking pastel.
But nah, in my opinion, the pimps are just running game on them. They're just stealing
Yeah.
their money, and
Yeah.
these bitches are out here fucking and
It's like a what do they say? You have to like break them. To
Yeah.
like
Break it.
get them into the
yeah, they break them
treat
and
them like livestock, bro.
To
For
be honest,
real,
they
man.
do.
Women. Yeah, that's awful, dude. That's awful. Like having all this sex and you don't get any of the money. I'd be the hooker that escapes.
See, that's what they think.
I'd be the hooker that keeps 20 every time. Keeps
Oh,
a little,
nah.
keeps a little,
problem is-
Lincoln in my pocket.
Well, no,
and then save them up, and then 3 years.
The pimp will
from now-
check. He will check your ass.
problem
My daughter
is-
were leaving.
yeah, the pimp will check your ass. Also, the problem is you have a crystal addiction.
That,
Let's say
that
you're
is
this
true,
chick,
true.
you have a crystal addiction. You have 2 kids at home. What are you supposed to do?
That is very
Crystal's
true.
crazy, man. That those drugs are crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I've been watching Snowfall, and there's like it's like the beginning of crack, and it's showing like how it's like ruining his community. Like the main character, how it's ruining his because originally sold coke, and then later on started selling crack, and like that quickly deteriorated his community. Drugs will fucking ruin you, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That shit's insane. Like it holds you like a person in that situation. Yeah, that's what it is. If it wasn't for the addiction, they could get out. You know what I mean? Like
They could probably think clearly enough to get
they
out.
think clearly enough to save a little bit of money, to not spend it, to I don't know, go find a side thing or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out. But if you have an addiction, at the end of the day, all your extra money is always going to go towards that.
Yep.
And they probably don't give you enough money to like satisfy your addiction, so you come back to them for like necessities.
Yeah, because that's all
Like
a pimp
nails
does is
and,
like, they're-
well, nails not necessity, like food and shelter,
Nails. Get her nails done.
nails and
Go get your nails did,
eyelashes
bitch.
and shit, suntans and shit.
Go get your nails. Go get your nails and your hairs did, bitch. They just
That's a
fucking drop them
necessity.
off.
that's a necessity.
That's $1,000 stimulus check for nails.
Oh man. But
Oh
yeah, they
my
just
God.
fucking keep them in that cycle, bro. That's all they do. That's all a pimp does.
Speaking of a bad situation, I heard the story of a priest, right? So this priest died. I don't know how, but he died. And he claims that he went to hell and that in hell
Oh yeah.
they were playing over and over on repeat as torture. They were playing Rihanna's Umbrella.
The funniest part of that whole story is that he was in hell.
Yeah, the funniest part of the story is what are
The
you
priest is
what are
in
you doing
hell.
in hell? Don't come back here and try to pretend like you're a man of God.
Yeah.
How did you end up there, bro? What did you do? And then why are they playing Rihanna's Umbrella?
Wait, so did he have like a near-death experience?
Yeah, like I think he died and they like resuscitated him or brought him back to life somehow.
I was reading online on Reddit about when that happens to people, and like some people say they see shit, but I also saw a lot of people who said there was nothing.
Yeah,
it's
they just
black.
woke up.
It was just black,
Yeah.
and then they woke up.
Yeah, that's
And I
what
was
a lot
like,
of people.
bro,
and then
what?
if there is light, I mean, I would imagine your body, because your body when you're dying doesn't it just releases a shit ton of endorphins and stuff just to make you feel good before you die. So I wouldn't be surprised if people see like a loved family member like
Yeah.
just white light. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. Your eyes, your brain's got to do something.
What a trip, man! I don't even like to think about it, bro. The concept that we're just not gonna exist anymore at one
Yeah,
point.
because I don't think there is an afterlife, even though it would be really sweet if there was a heaven.
That'd be
Wouldn't that
awesome.
pretty
That'd be
fucking
really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, we all die and just go like we're neighbors.
And
And, like,
Jesus,
fucking-
Jesus is there.
yeah, Jesus is the
Imagine that
showrunner.
he welcomes you with open arms.
Yeah.
There's a fucking big ass gate. You just walking through.
I wonder what heaven looks like in the Bible. Is it just straight up you're in a like
I have no
everyone
idea.
has like little cookie cutter houses and everyone's all in that and you just teleport
No, I
to
think
each other?
it's like whatever. The most amazing thing ever that you can conceive of. That's what it is. That's
And
that's what heaven is. It's your
So a
imagination.
strip club.
of
So
the most-
heaven is it's a figment of my imagination. I'm not meeting other angels. I'm just up there
It's what you think of it.
like thinking of what I want. That's like so everyone's living in their own heaven. No
Good
one
question. To my understanding, yes, but I could be wrong. Like you could be up there hanging with Jesus and Biggie and fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is trying to stay
Actually,
Crazy
Biggie-
blunt rotation.
Biggie probably went to hell.
crazy extreme blunt rotation.
Extreme blunt rotation.
Extreme blunt rotation.
Yeah, but this guy was fucking in hell. I think that it's just black, but like the thought of that, even just that seems so like just
Yeah.
unbelievable, man. Like just nothing, not
Just
even,
nothing.
not sleep, not anything, just nothing. You're gone.
That would
forever.
suck ass.
Yeah, man.
It does suck ass.
Like, but I guess think about it this way: before you were born, you don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have no process of that. So is that what it's gonna be like after you die? It's just nothing.
Just nothing again.
I don't know.
The problem is life is so. I mean, not that we're fucking millionaires and we're living great, but life is so sweet. And then like it's when it's gone, it's like fuck, man. Like this is it.
This is it. Yeah. That's
You're on
That
the
was my
fucking-
peak.
You're on the bed and you're on the hospital bed and you're like shit. Like this. There's no more. That's
yeah,
it.
I wouldn't want
That's
to fight
wild.
till I'm dead. Like if things are getting bad,
Pull me, bro.
Deuces, bro. I'm out.
Pull my cord.
Yeah, peace out, dude. Peace out, Girl Scout. I gotta go.
He's
I'm
like
not
Girl
feeling
Scout.
too good. I can't
Peace
wipe
out,
my ass,
Girl
guys. It's not looking too hot.
But see, you say that now until you get there and you're like, damn, I want to keep going.
Yeah,
I want to see my grandbaby.
maybe. Yeah, that's true.
I just have hope because of like the advances in technology that they're making. Like they just keep getting better to where they keep extending how long people can live.
Yeah.
So when we're old, we're gonna have some real cool shit.
The problem with that is though, is like when you get no, I mean, I guess like with technology, as long as you live a better life, you can be healthier into your later years.
Yes.
But like a lot of modern technology and like medicine, it can keep you alive, but like your quality of life
Yeah,
is kind of the
it's
same
down.
for the last like 20 years, you know?
That's the shit they need
From
to
like
improve
70
on.
to like 90 or something. Like
Yeah.
you're old. You're old as fuck. But I mean, there are like 70-year-olds that are still pretty healthy. I guess it just depends on how you lived.
Yeah.
I
You
think
guys
that
do need
genes
to take
and,
care of
like,
yourself. It's hard to.
That's
You
a
don't
big
want to.
factor, man. Taking care of yourself, like, you know, people not like smoking and drinking all the fucking time and
Yeah.
shit like that.
And think about it. Do I want to not have fun so I could be cool when I'm 90?
Who gives a
Who
shit?
Who gives a shit?
And
There's a difference between
honestly-
being cool and being alive, though.
But I know
I don't
I
want to be
mean,
alive
yeah.
at 90.
I want to live as long as I can.
Man, that shit sound boring as
pop those
fuck.
robot limbs on you and just fucking let me
Bro,
go.
think
those
about it.
robot
You're
limbs.
not working. Well, depending on how your body is,
I'll
you're
be
probably
wor-
in pain.
Why can't I work?
You want to work when you're 90?
Why can't I? What if I want to?
I don't want to work
Because
when
you
I'm
don't have
90.
a sound mind. They give
Who are
like
you
a-
to say if I have a sound mind?
They give you a
$5.
$5 bill and you're like, okay, your change is 78, 20, 24.
Nah, man. What if I'm sharp when I'm 90?
Omar just
Hey,
thinks
man.
you're just senile.
It could be. They just fucking put your ass in a little robot, your brain in a little robot, and you just
That is true.
It's all
Hey, you
you-
never know, man. Like some old people are sharp. You know what I mean? Some are like,
toss that Neuralink in there.
some have like, you know, like dementia and shit like that. But
Yeah,
like,
but some are still there.
some
are
are
still
like
there.
some are pretty sharp, man. They make jokes and like they're just they pay attention to shit.
They're just a
you
little
know?
older.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. I've definitely met a good amount of like late 70-year-olds, like early 80-year-olds that are really like sharp.
I
Oh,
met
yeah,
a very
still
healthy,
really healthy.
a very healthy 90-year-old, and that like blew my mind.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, "You're 50 something." She's like, "No, I'm like 90." I was
My
like, "Damn,
cousin's
bitch."
grandpa, their grandpa died when he was like 97, and that dude was still walking around until like I think like the last like half year of his life.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
man. That's how it is. You gotta keep going.
Yeah, you got
Keep going, but if it gets too bad, cut it off.
If it gets too bad,
no one to hold him, no one to fold him. I have to fold on life. I bow out.
I have to fold on life.
I must be folding now. He folded to death. Yeah, man. That's. But
Oh my
I
God.
think I'd want to live a long life.
But from everybody I talk to that's older, they all tell me, "Oh, I wish I was in my 20s." That's what they all tell
Yeah,
me.
it's crazy.
Everybody tells me that.
We're
Especially
like,
now. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, I
we're
bet-
older, man. We're closer to 30 than we are to fucking 20.
We're closer to 40 than we are to 10.
We're closer to 50 than we are to 0. Oh my goodness,
man.
bro. We're old. We're getting
Oh my
old.
god.
But you know, I'm not that. I think being in my 30s is gonna be cool. I think being in my 40s is gonna be cool.
I think 30s is the best.
Yeah, I don't think I'll truly start like thinking like, oh man, I'm getting old until like I'm like getting to 40. Like I'm
think
39 going to 40.
40s is when it gets a little concerning. You're like, fuck, man. Like I
Yeah.
got some age
Yeah.
on me.
Like obviously you're a very healthy. You could be a normal person like at 40, but that like age wise, like you look at that number and you're like, ooh, brother, that's a lot of digits.
I think there's a lot of digits
When
on
you have
me.
a, when you have a kid and then like that kid is getting older, you're gonna be like, "Fuck, I am almost out of here."
Oh my god! When your kid turns 20,
Oh, your kid has a kid? Oh my god.
kid has a kid.
Your
Oh
kid
my
has a
God.
kid. Oh my god.
We gotta all have children around the same time, guys. We gotta plan this out.
We gotta plan it out.
For real, man.
At least
Don't count on
within
me.
3
I'm,
years.
I'm waiting until I'm like 40 something.
Yeah, let's all have them when we're 40.
It's a good thing, yeah, that we. But we have a friend who already has a kid, and they're gonna.
He's
be
a loser. No, just
They're,
playing.
they're gonna be the kid. He's gonna be the one who's like teaching all our kids bad things.
Oh, he's gonna be a lot older than all of our
Yeah,
kids.
he's gonna be like 9 and shit when our kids are like 2, and he's gonna be 3, and he's gonna be fucking convincing them to do his chores and stuff. It's fucking sheeping them around.
You know Santa isn't real.
Yeah, it's always funny how like older kids can easily manipulate younger kids.
Oh, 100%, man.
I was hanging out with my cousin, and her older brother used to always convince me because so it's me and then their family. They have an older brother, a middle sister, and then a younger brother. And the older brother, he would always convince us or like steal from us or whatever, and just convince you that like this is just what it is. Because you're just younger, so you don't know. So like they've just like they're sharper at that age. So I'm just like he's running circles around me verbally. I think this is his toy. He got me. Or like when I would play like Pokemon cards with him or something like that, he would always win, and it would be just bullshit rules that he's pulling out of his ass. But like he would just do a good
Yeah.
job at explaining them. So I would just be convinced. So being the older sibling is always funny. Like
It has to be a blast.
kid hierarchies and kid dynamics is always so funny to watch.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. It really is.
Yeah. There's always a boss, like always like the head kid.
The head kid.
That's the boss kid. Don't
That's
fuck
the
with him.
That's the boss kid, dude. Even like in school and shit, like, you know, in 4th grade, there's the cool kids.
Dude, the cool kids can get whatever they want to do. They can do
Yeah.
whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
And they're like cool with the teachers and shit like that. Once you're cool with the teacher, life is sweet.
When did kids really start being cool? I feel like I started to perceive like kids being cool in, I want to say like middle school. That's
Really?
when, like,
Probably
that's when I
same
was like,
thing.
okay, those kids are fucking.
In like third grade,
That's
I'll
cool.
say I knew who was cool.
But even at that age, I felt like people think they're cool, but like there's so many kids and we're all so dumb
yeah.
that no one can really convince me that they're that cool. You know what I mean?
But the
Like,
coolest,
you're just like me.
the coolest thing is
third grade.
Yeah, you might have a cool 4th grade girlfriend, but guess what, bro? You're just like
the
me.
coolest people are just the people who don't give a fuck though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those are oftentimes just the people who are like completely they don't even like pay attention to how cool they are.
Why do the bad kids end up being the cool kids? Why do we idolize kids being like not bad? Like
Really?
I'm throwing chairs.
I'm trying to think of who
I'm
I
talking
thought
about
was
like
a
little
cool
class
kid.
little class clown, little. You know what I mean? Little
All the cool
that, like,
kids-
cause a little ruckus.
All the kids that I thought were cool, like growing up, were like the attractive kids. No, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
They were the ones I had
Attractive
crushes
kids.
on and shit like that.
dude. Being an attractive like 4th grade girl or something like that will get you everywhere.
You would dominate any school.
Yeah, you would dominate everything.
You own the hierarchy, and boys are still innocent at that age. So
Yeah.
like
They
they're not
will do
gonna-
whatever they
They'll
want.
do whatever. Like they'll do anything you ask. You know what I mean?
and they mature so much faster, so they're just like. They're
Yeah.
just fucking manipulating you and shit. Not, I mean, the 4th grade, they're not doing anything bad, but
Yeah.
but I'm just saying.
Give
like,
me those crayons.
Give me those crayons. Yes, Your Highness. Yes, of course.
yes, yes, madam.
What
of
was I
course, Your
thinking? Of
Highness.
course.
Do you want some of my chicken nuggets?
At once, Your Highness.
Yeah, because I can think of like 2 girls when we were like in 4th grade that I thought were really good looking. And I was like, these girls are like top of the world.
Yeah.
Kids, yeah,
This is the peak of what of a beautiful woman.
the beautiful women. This fucking 7-year-old girl. 7
Mom, I know who I'm
Do
gonna
you guys
marry.
remember like little crushes? Do you remember getting like crushes back
Oh,
then?
bro, I
I
had
definitely did.
crazy
I
crushes.
had hella crushes back then.
I think I had more crushes in elementary school than like middle school and high school.
I feel like I stopped. Like I still liked girls, but I liked them for different. Like I just liked them for like because it became more sexual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just liked them for that shit. When I was younger, it was more of like she just looks so sweet and her face looks so cute. You know what I mean? Like
and
yeah.
if they were nice, like they were just cool people.
Yeah, that's
You're
all I
just- you're
cared
just
about.
bros, man. Everyone's just like the same. It's just all one gender. Everyone's just kids, and they're all
Yeah.
just fucking hanging out and talking.
Damn, when I found like the funny girls in elementary school, oh my god, I was in heaven.
Those are the coolest people.
Those were the cool ones.
The cool girls. Those are the coolest people. And you know what? The attractive girls in those elementary classes were never cool.
They were actually
I
rude.
take it all back.
Yeah.
They were cool. They were cool to the public eye, but if you talk to them, they weren't cool. They were
man, out of context, a lot of the things that were just said out of like your mouth could sound really wrong.
Wait, what did I say?
Attractive elementary school.
You know an attractive kid. No, when I was in elementary. When
Like,
I
go to your elementary school.
All right.
tell
These are
all-
grown women now. If they didn't die, hopefully not.
oh god,
That's a good note to end on. All right,
No, I swear.
guys, no.
bye guys.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks everybody.
It is always weird talking about. But I remember thinking of 2 attractive kids. I remember. Yeah. Yeah, they are our age now. Yeah, it is always funny though talking like that at times like that. Because it's just how is it not creepy?